Rahsul Faison still without an NCAA waiver to clear him to play for the 2025 college football season. So can Isaiah Augustave fill that role that he was supposed to fill for the time being? This is another edition of Tape Talk here on South Carolina Live and here at the Voice of College Football. I am your host, as always, Lucas Hill. Make sure you do us a favor, hit the like and share button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell notification so that you are notified every time we have a new video posted here on South Carolina Live. Make sure you follow me on the socials at Lucas_Hill23. Also follow the Voice of College Football at THEVOCFB. We are everywhere on your favorite social media platform, not just on YouTube, but also with other platforms like X, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you want to listen for the best results, for the best content available in all things college football. Thank you to our good friends over at Amazon. Make sure you go on over to the Amazon link. And for more information on that, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
You can make a difference here at the Voice of College Football. Use the Amazon link. Financially contribute to the Voice of College Football without spending a penny. Same shopping experience. It's easy. Go to any video on any channel. Go to the description section and grab the link right next to the capital letters that say Amazon. Use that link and Amazon will instantaneously convert to your account, settings, history, everything intact, just like whatever link you use right now. No difference. Pay no attention to the product that you see right there. Just go search what you want. Don't forget the Amazon link. Thank you for your support. Sincerely, the Voice of College Football.
So what Isaiah Augustave brought to Colorado last year was pretty impressive. He was the leading rusher for the Buffaloes and an offense that didn't feature him a whole lot. That was a heavy rotation of backs with him, Dylan Edwards and company. It was an offense that primarily focused on Shedeur Sanders and focusing on utilizing all of your weapons, specifically the skill set of receivers, to make plays overall. But I talked to a guy earlier about what he saw from Augustave, and I'll give my thoughts as well. Overall, hard runner. He's tall, upright, not a ton of shake and bake that you'll see from him, has great speed, and will put his foot in the ground to get positive yardage. So let's go over just a few of his highlights from this past year, and we'll go ahead and break it all down because I think it is worthy of evaluating a guy like this. I do think he can make a pretty significant factor, even if Rahsul Faison is not going to be able to step on the field for South Carolina in 2025. So let's kind of go over him for a little bit. First play. All right. From the eye. Now remember, this is a Colorado offensive line that really wasn't that good last year. So you're talking about a guy that, because of that, was not going to get the yardage and the amount of carries that he got from compared to years past with a decent offensive line. We'll see if things change for South Carolina. All right, first I mean, you can see the upright running there. I mean, he is a hard runner, dude. He's not going to go down after initial contact, finds the open hole, will follow his blocks through, lowers the shoulder down, and that's what I like. When you know you're about to go down, lower your shoulder, see if you can get some more yards out of it, and live to go fight another day. I really like this play. Really, really like the chippiness, too, on his back. Another dive. He's going to lower the shoulder every time he gets an opportunity, and that's what I like to see from him. I'm going to want to see more of that. I like the way he keeps his feet moving. Guys, his feet never stop after initial contact. That's what I watched a lot whenever I first went over his film. Look at the feet. Lowers the shoulder, but keeps his feet moving. And manages to stay upright and get positive yardage out of it. That's what you want to get in a back like that. I'm not expecting him to be what Rocket Sanders was last year. What I am expecting is that he's going to be a guy that's going to play a significant role in the running game. It can't just be Lenore Sellers this year. Yes, you have capable backs, but those guys, they haven't gotten a lot of playing time. They haven't gotten the reps that they have got that you saw from Rocket last year. You got to have a primary guy. Can Isaiah Augustave be that guy? We'll see. I know you're going to see more from your room this year because of Rahsul Faison still not being able to see the field, but can things change because of what you have right now? So we'll see. Outside zone. He's not afraid. He's not a guy that's going to be very shifty. I just don't see that. But I don't think really Rocket was either. He wasn't a shifty back. What you did see, though, was power. Following your offensive line. Being patient. Finding the open holes. That's exactly what you need. Follows that puller. Guard's going to lead the way all the way. And he's going to follow it. He's not going to go up. He has great vision. That's what I've also noticed, is that whenever he finds an open hole, he's going to take it. Do I think he's going to outrun and go for break off a 75-yarder like you saw a good bit from Rocket last year? Probably not. But what you are going to see is consistency. I like the guy because he can get you yards and set your offense up into manageable second and third downs. He can get you out of those second and third and longs. He can put your offense in good field position anytime he gets an opportunity. Dude, he just shows so much fight. I love that about him. That's what I want my backs to be. Just the smart instincts that he has in lead blocking situations. Up the gut. Dude, look at the vision that he has. Again, this is another great example. You're going to need about 3 or 4 guys to try and bring him down. You're not going to be able to bring him down after initial contact. Because he's just not shifty. Guys, you don't need a guy to be shifty. If you can get a guy that can run north and south instead of east and west, guys, you're going to be in a very good position in your running back room this next year. You have guys that can do that. And I'm not saying that Isaiah Augustave is not a significant part because he's not shifty. But what I'm saying is that this is a back that can really get you yards when you need it the most. That is what I think is so much more important than anything else at the end of the day. I think it should be every single fan's perspective that you get something like that. But we'll see, man. I mean, I know your running back room is fine with a guy like Jawarn Howell and Oscar Attaway, both who have had significant playing time. But Isaiah Augustave is your only P4 or guy that was a starter last year. And one that I think is going to make a pretty good impact. Guys, it takes 4 defensive players to bring him down. Dive. You can't shoestring tackle a dude like that. You just can't. Because he's going to slip out of tackles. Every chance that he's getting, he's going to slip out of it. Hard runner. Really hard runner. I think he probably runs he's not a real fast, maybe 4.5, 4.55, 40-yard time. He started 6 last year. at Colorado because, like we mentioned, he and Dylan Edwards were splitting carries. But he is going to get his touches. Red zone. You can come off the edge and spill all you want. Kid's still going to get into the end zone. So let me just give you, we'll read off some of his stats from this past year, and then we'll call it a tape talk from there. I thought he was a pretty good back last year. I didn't really get to watch a whole lot of him, but here's your stats. 6'2", 210-pound kid. He's a pretty shifty back. Majority of his touchdowns came in the red zone. 85 for 384, 4 scores, 4.5 yards a carry, which I think that's what you're wanting at the end of the day, is you're wanting yards. That's what you need at the end of the day. Here's the game-by-game places. Cincinnati was his best game, 22 for 91. Carries really were limited after the next 3 games. Didn't play a whole lot between Utah and BYU. But, guys, he can break off a big one. He had a 37-yarder against Utah. But this is a guy that I think you're going to utilize a lot when you get an opportunity. You're going to utilize him in the red zone. I think that's where he's going to be most effective. He's going to get you yard. He's going to be your first and second down back. I don't think you're going to utilize him in the pass game. I think he's best off more of, can you get yards and set our offense up in good field position? That's the number one thing that I want to see from him this year, is being a consistent back. And then from then on, he's going to find the fundamentals to explore more of his game. So let me know what you guys think about it. Isaiah Augustave going into next year for South Carolina. How does he fit into this Mike Shula offense? Again, thank you guys for tuning on in. Make sure you give us a like and share. Make sure you subscribe as well. Turn on that bell notification so you're notified every time we go live or post a new video here on South Carolina Live at the Voice of College Football. Thank you to our friends at Amazon for sponsoring our video, as well as many of our other sponsors that we have as well. Follow me on X at Lucas_Hill23. Follow the Voice of College Football at THVEVOCFB. Hit us up on X, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts on your favorite streaming device. Until next time, stay blessed. Don't stress.